Hi, my name is Noor Amina Ami, and I'm gonna do another TED Talk video today. And in this video, I'm gonna talk about why love is harder in second language. So the talk was given by, let me see her name, Magdalena Holler, if I pronounce that correctly. So she is a linguist. So she learned a lot of languages, and she I would say told us about her story being like knowing two languages and how hard it can be sometimes to navigate between two languages, between her mother language, which is English, or her second language. So first off, being the how it can be sometimes bring distance to us, because for example, take a word such as confession words such as I like you, I love you. When being said in a second language, it does not feel as much as it means in the main language. How do I say this? Like, if you say those words like that I love you in the second language, it just doesn't bring much impact as it does when those words are being said in the main language. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's because of how, maybe I'm thinking this, maybe perhaps when we say those words in our main language, it's like those are the words, or those are the language we have learned since we were kids. And of course, saying confession sentences will means a lot more, because it's deeply rooted inside, like it's in us. It's different when it comes to second language, because we just learn those things, and we just learn those words, and it's not deeply rooted in ourselves yet. So that's why it feels like hollow. The meaning is hollow and more. So I would say just those confessions are a lot more powerful in the main language compared to the second language. And also it's also very important in humor, because when you want to talk, when you want to say funny thing in your main language, if in our main language it already feels like very very funny, but when we translate it into the second language, it does not feel as funny anymore. Have you ever felt that? It's like me, for example, we have this one very funny sentences in Malaysia, bahasa Melayu, but then if you want to just translate those words into English, it just feels weird. It doesn't feel funny anymore. So this the same goes to this one. So that's what I'm trying to think. Maybe there's a lot of someone just came. So back to what I was saying. Sometimes we cannot carry over our native language joke to the second language, because it's just hard. Sometimes it just doesn't work. So she shares like a few tips about how to bridge this problem, because of course this happens. This is important, especially if it's between two partners, two married people trying to navigate with their own languages. So this is hard. So how to solve this is that we need to create our own safe space. It's not safe space, it's like what she mentioned here is like microculture. So what microculture is, like a blend of both of our language, like the main language, the native language, and the main language, because by blending this, it's just great. It's just, these languages is like something we know, like, so it's gonna be a lot easier to learn, to talk with and such. And then is to be aware. For example, we need to recognize and reflect on how our language influences emotions, humor, and power dynamics, because awareness is of course important, especially, like I said, between married people. So you need to be aware of if this language is hard for your partner and such, and more, and of course stabilize those. Be fair. Like if you feel like, oh, it's hard for my partner to do this, blah blah blah, then find I would say find a grounding point where you both can communicate and not have any misunderstanding and on. So I think that's it for this video. I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye.